Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for that introduction. It's really an honor to be here with all of you today. And first of all, I'd like to extend my congratulations to Chairman Hu and to thank the China General Chamber of Commerce for hosting today's program and for inviting me to deliver a few remarks. As was just said, I'm a commercial officer at the Department of Commerce, where I work in the Select USA office, promoting foreign direct investment into the United States. CGCC has been a strong supporter of the program for several years, and I'd want to say thank you for your support. Yesterday, the Department of Commerce concluded the 2022 Select USA Investment Summit, the United States' premier FDI networking event. During the summit, I had the chance to meet with companies from all over the world that are expanding their business into the United States. Among these, we welcomed 54 delegates from Chinese companies, participating both virtually from China and in person here in Washington, D.C. With more than 3,700 people participating and several new multi-billion-dollar investments announced, this year's Select USA Summit was a strong affirmation of the United States as the world's top destination for foreign direct investment. This is also reflected in the fact that the United States recently was ranked #1 by A.T. Kearney's Foreign Direct Investment Confidence Index for the 10th year in a row. One reason for this, of course, is the strength of our economy and the strength of our workforce. As Madam Xu just said, the United States is the largest consumer market in the world, and we have an unrivaled university system that trains the world's most productive workforce. But it's also because the United States welcomes foreign direct investment. 1 year ago, the Biden-Harris administration reaffirmed the United States' open investment policy, under which foreign-owned businesses can expect fair and equitable treatment before US law. The Biden-Harris administration is also working to address barriers to further investment in the United States. Many of the challenges that were identified in CGCC's annual member survey, such as workforce and infrastructure, are the same challenges that I heard mentioned over and over again by companies of all different nationalities over the last few days. The President and Secretary of Commerce, Gina Raimondo, are laser focused on addressing shortages of skilled workers and are working with state and local governments to ensure that workers have the skills they need to find good paying jobs in today's economy. Through the bipartisan infrastructure law, we're also poised to deploy over $1 trillion to rebuild and upgrade our nation's infrastructure. We believe that there is no better time than now to invest in the United States, and America continues to welcome job-creating business investment. US affiliates of Chinese companies play an important role in this. They support more than 160,000 US jobs and contribute nearly $6 billion to US exports. Based on the latest available data, at the end of 2020, the stock of Chinese FDI in the United States was $54.9 billion. And based on my conversations with Chinese companies during the Select USA Summit, and based on the results of the CGCC member survey, I think that Chinese businesses continue to see significant market opportunities in the United States. As was highlighted a couple of times earlier, nearly a quarter of the companies that responded to CGCC's survey reported new US investments in 2021. And additionally, 27% of the respondents said they expected additional business investment to happen in 2022, up from just 12% the previous year. I think that all of this demonstrates renewed confidence in the US market as we continue to rebuild our economy from the pandemic. And I also want to point out that 63% of companies surveyed said they had invested in the United States through greenfield investment, which is broadly indicative of the trend that we've seen over the last several years with Chinese investment in the United States. Mergers and acquisitions activity has decreased, while greenfield investment flows have continued to maintain a steady pace. I'd like to just conclude by making a few comments about the Select USA program and the services that we offer to foreign investors. Select USA is the only federal agency dedicated to promoting greenfield investment in the United States. And since its inception, we have facilitated more than $100 billion in new business investment in the US. We work closely with companies and economic development officials around the country, making connections providing free counseling to investors, and helping companies understand and navigate the federal system. If any of you are in the audience today are interested in these services, obviously I'd be glad to speak more in depth about how we can work with you. And we would like to work with you to expand your business and find success in the US market. Thank you very much.